their economic background or social standing should have access to quality education. Every child is unique. They have different abilities, they have different learning styles, and so teachers will need to have the freedom to be innovative in the classroom. They need to have the ability to teach to the child and not to the test. Families should have the ability to choose the best education opportunity for their children without having to sacrifice their belief systems or cultural identities. That's my education philosophy. What Common Core is. Common Core is a set of uniform national standards in math and language arts. Then also they're actually creating social studies. Some of them have already kind of come out, and then science as well. They're developed by Washington, D.C. based organizations with zero accountability to states, schools, or local communities. The concept of suggested national standards is not a bad one, right? You know, setting standards for our children when it comes to education and having suggested standards is not necessarily a bad idea. But Common Core and its surrounding requirements eliminate all local control, it limits parental involvement, opens the door to invasive data collection, provides little options for reform, and cater to special interest influence in individual classrooms. So let's go through a little bit of the foundations and history of Common Core. How many of you kind of understand the background about where it came from, what the different groups were that were involved? Okay, a couple people. All right, so this kind of goes all the way back. I mean, some of this goes back to years and years ago, like the 70s. In the 80s, actually, very similar data collection model was proposed that Common Core has. And we'll talk a little bit more about the data model that comes with Common Core. The data collection model was actually proposed in 1985 and shot down, by number one, Congress and all the people, and so they decided, okay, we can't go about it this way. So they got sneakier. This has been in the works for years and years, and so they created these different organizations that are unaccountable to the people and are trying to say it's state-led because the National Governors Association is involved, and I guess that's because some governors decided to have an association get together for networking. They can call that a policy-making board. I don't know. So anyway, so 1996, Achieve Inc. is formed by the NGA, which is the National Governors Association, and also by some national corporations. In 1998, Achieve Inc., they begin a national standards and benchmarking project. What they do is they kind of go out to some of the major employers, the big employers in our country, and say, what are you looking for